Welcome back, everyone, to another Onward VRML cast. I am your host, TheSkyJoker, returning from a very, very long hiatus. Due to a rather busy schedule, I've been quite absent. However, I am glad to be here tonight to bring you all some amazing action here on VRML2. Here we will witness Rioting Raiders, a new team here in VRML, face off against Excommunicado, a team that has mostly actually been together here since Season 11, having come from the team Operation 1 for the most part. Be sure to also check out the amazing plays happening over on both of our two other channels, VRML 1 and VRML 3. We have plenty of entertainment going on right now, so during the lulls of this one, you can go check out there and vice versa. Here we can go ahead and get our bands rolling, if I can remember how all these buttons work. So, looking at what these teams have chosen to get away off on the pool, go ahead and throw these up here. So we can only put up half of the bands, but on Rioting Raiders, we have Arctic and Subway. Again, Rioting Raiders have banned both Arctic and Subway. Here with the new rules in VRML, they can ban 2 maps. That's going to take out a lot of the tight quarter and multi-level play from the pool, but we still have Tanker and Cargo in those categories available. And over on the XCOM side, they are getting rid of both Snow Peak and Downfall. That's going to take out most of the long-range options, leaving Abandoned still in the mix, though. So maybe no sniper play. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, so go ahead and get things all ready here. I hope all my audio and visual is okay. Again, it has been a really long time, so everything was kind of essentially freshly set up once again. So if there are any issues with, well, anything, please let me know. I will be monitoring chat to keep an eye on all of that. And yeah, we hopefully will get some amazing plays here. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye out for that lobby so we can hop in there and see what our first map is going to be. I see we already have a little bit of action here in the chat. Glad to see y'all here. Again, there are plenty of options. All 3 VRML channels are going to be going in unison. Plenty to see. Alright, so we got our music going. Cool. I'm expecting to see a lot of new faces as well as old faces. Quite a bit has changed here in VRML since I've been active in it. So it's very exciting to see the community constantly growing and adapting and changing. Just a lot of new names for me to learn here, and I'm going to apologize in advance if I botch any of those names. Lobby should be coming up any moment here. While we're kind of sitting around waiting, I do want to extend the usual thanks to not only everyone here watching this, giving us a purpose here on the casting deck, but also to all of our sponsors for making it possible, helping us volunteers, as well as the entire organization, making the prize pool what it is, and giving us all something to compete for. what we can do during this kind of waiting period, we can take a look at the connoisseur rankings. Ooh, there's something I haven't checked in a while. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So as far as predictions go, the community is throwing out 12 against 3, favoring Excommunicado. So 12 of you folks are voting on the wayside of XCOM to take the lead here, which I can understand why. If we look at the stats here, once again, XCOM is a team that has been around for quite a while, playing together mostly since season 11. Some of them are a bit newer, but a good majority of them came from Operation 1 way back in the day. I say way back in the day as if, yeah. And also pulling up the Rioting Raiders, again, a newer team who have played 2 other matches so far, and unfortunately neither of those matches have gone their way, so I think that is a major factor in a lot of the votes heading towards XCOM, as they have also had 2 matches, winning one of them and having just narrowly losing the other one. So I expect a pretty interesting game here. It really will be the battle between the old meta versus maybe some new meta. Young blood versus old blood. So, very excited to see what comes out of that. Appreciate all the love and chat. It has been quite a while. I don't think I've hosted a cast since, yeah, I've not hosted a cast since season 11. Season 11 I did a lot of casting. I think that was actually my first season doing casting, and I did a lot of it. I even hit some of the like 6 a.m. Oceanic, or 6 a.m. for me, Oceanic casts and stuff. And then, yeah, season 12, I went to mainly, or actually only co-casting, essentially just the venues cast with Nightfire. Just because I was so busy, the weekends were really all I had availability for. And then season 12, I didn't cast at all between my 2 jobs, so it's been a while. So again, I apologize for any issues that may arise, any rustiness that I need to knock off here. Hopefully I can deliver a cast that you can all appreciate and enjoy, and maintain a high level of entertainment. We do have a lobby coming up here, but your fearless caster did not download the map ahead of time, so we're gonna go ahead and take care of that real quick right now. Stand by. I hope everyone's having a good day, morning, night, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be on your edge of the world. As we search for the correct map here. Man, I was so sure I was well prepared for this. Here we go. Stream is looking great, looking and sounding great so far. Good. Well, the real test will be once we get in game and see how loud the in game versus my voice is. All right, here we go. Hopping into the lobby. We are going into Shipyard right off the bat here. An interesting little in-between Gonna be very close with some medium angles. All right. Oh boy. I'm having to very last minute remember all of the in-game casting commands, which so far is going great. All these nice buttons. Again, I hope everyone's doing great today. Hello. All right, all right. We're gonna go ahead and hop into the tent here, if I can remember how to do that. Make sure we don't leave our overlays running. We're also going to set map 1 here back on the scoreboard before I forget to do that as well. We're doing great here, folks. Bam. Okay. So once we go back into the scoreboard, you should be able to see it. But for now, we do have the tent view looking at the players. We're still waiting for one on the side of XCOM, but right now on the side of Rioting Raiders, we have Benjamin Beats, their team captain, Squimp. Oh gosh, I'm gonna go with Slimphy. Yeah, we're gonna stick with that, Slimphy. That'll be fun to say in the middle of the action. Sea Draft and Pluby. Plubby? We're gonna go Pluby. On the side of XCOM, so far we've got Wicked NJ New Jersey, maybe. I believe he is the team captain of XCOM. And we've got Zero Cool, Freezer, Squid, and Operator Durg. That is all 5 for both teams. So once these teams are done making their strats, we will kick off the action here on Shipyard, the first of 3 maps. For those of you who do not know and may be either new to this or as rusty as I am and just need that refresher, this is, again, VRML. We are playing a game called Onward. It is a 5v5 military simulator. In this case, we are playing a game mode called Uplink. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. Game mode called Uplink, where, as you see this little tablet right here, the players have to get up to a satellite dish and type in a nice, ooh, a little bit of zoom there, a 7-digit code into that tablet to send the uplink. The defenders must keep them from doing so. Again, it's Marsoc versus Volk, Marsoc being the attackers. Get those lasers on so we can see where the players are aiming. As we get up here, Squimp making a very aggressive play over here in the south. I remembered cardinal directions. Pluby and Sea Draft, little 2-man team. Squid God taking down a peaky Squimp over there from that blue room. And then Sea Draft going down on the roof. Zero Cool with a nice angle, very aggressive up on that rooftop to try and get early picks like that. Slimphy not in a good position.
Yeah, I thought you knew.
So we are already down here to a 3v5. The smoke to protect him from that cross. We're gonna go to Pluby to see how his push over on the ship is going.
35.
Lots of communication going out. Operator Durg taking out Benjamin. A very aggressive, slipped even by me, push up on the 3rd story. Pluby should have an angle on that. Catches him. Only downs, though. Can he get the confirm under the vent? Looks like he tried. Thinks he may have, but did not. Operator is in a great position to give callouts now. Made over the top. Just a flash, though. Pluby finding Zero up on the rooftop. A great peek. But Squid's going to be there on the ground of Blue Room to find Pluby, bringing this to a 1v3.5. Operator still up there. We're going to turn down my mouse sensitivity a little bit here. That should be a bit better. Bear with me, folks, while I do a little test. Much better. All right.
Derek, I'm gonna grab my tablet.
Let's go ahead and pop into Limpy's view here. An operator giving out all those call outs. Limpy in a really tough position here. Doesn't have a lot of rotation room. Has all the time to do it. All XCOM really need to do is just tuck and hold this objective, but Freezer is going to opt for a more objective or aggressive approach. Going to go for the res and potentially the drop down kill. Flashbang over the top. Here comes Freezer, gonna pop the corner. Oh, Onward timing. They just miss each other, but Slimpy goes for the next peek and finds Freezer getting very aggressive. 2.5v1 now. Slimpy having a bit more odds in his favor now.
Behind the warehouse. I think he's gonna push ship. Yeah, towards this.
In XCOM, all they have to do is defend this objective. If time runs out, they will earn a point for successfully defending this objective, so they don't need to push out. And it looks like the last remaining two are doing just that. They're going to hold and wait for Slimpy to make his move. Again, all the pressure is on Marsoc here. They have to either take out the enemy and earn 1 point, or get that code in and earn 2. Oh, we have a nice little lull here. I'm going to test a couple buttons here just to make sure they are functioning correctly. Aha, we do have the overall score, which is, again, still all zeros over there on the left. It looks like the map 1 did not update, so I'll go ahead and take care of that once we get back into the scoreboard. We go ahead and take a look at the big map here that I just remembered how to open. We've got Durg, who has bled out on the top, so no more callouts from there. And then the last two remaining defenders still staying tucked. Squid peeking that door occasionally just to see if he can gain any information. And then Wicked handling that cross. Again, only 60 seconds left. Slimpy, having not moved from that part of the map, is really going to need to make a decision here. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of options here. I think his best bet is to come up from the south and try and swing on Squid and then make his way towards Wicked. Going the boat in the north would not be the way to go here, but only 40 seconds left. He's going to need to move a lot faster than just a crouch. Looks like he is going to. Ooh. Some bait shots to try and weed him out. With under 10 seconds left, the hope is lost for Slimpy. Having run the clock too far, XCOM is going to take round 1 of Shipyard, map 1 of this match. See if I remember. Ah, perfect. We're going to head back to the scoreboard so we can give them that much deserved point. Ah, it did update. Here we go. And does this button work? Bam. Haha, look at that. Master caster right here. It's like I never even left. Alright, so XCOM doing a great job at just towards the end there, staying tucked. They got the early picks. That was key in that round. Rioting Raiders made some moves onto some very early lines that they may not have been aware of, but XCOM very much were. That's where that veteran knowledge, map knowledge comes in. They're very aware of all those early lines they can grab and peek, and they know exactly where to aim and shoot as the attacking forces make those crosses. and bringing them the numbers game right at the beginning. Not only mathematically help them, but psychologically as well. Something that we don't always talk about here, or you don't always think about, is the psychological aspect of various events that take place in each round. If you're a team, you're ready to go. It's round one. You're maybe warmed up, maybe you're not warmed up, but you're ready to play this match. And immediately in the first 30 seconds, you lose over half your team. That hits. That hits hard. Even any round, even if you're midway through the match, that's gonna hit.
I better not fall off that roof again.
Here we go into, oh, we are not gonna forget the overlay as we head into round number 2. I remember how buttons work. A little bit of C4 action over here. Early shots once again. C4 way out in the open. Not sure how effective that's going to be as XCOM.
He's on a ramp. He's on a ramp. Watch it. Watch it. Watch
Moves
that
a
car. He's on a
heavy
ramp.
push onto this boat, but Pluby able to shut down Operator as he makes an aggressive peek over on this corner. Now leaving 3 on the boat for XCOM. And 1 Zero Cool still way back on this roof. That's going to be good to maybe counter Benjamin's flank here if Zero Cool decides to look in this direction, but he's not. Will XCOM be able to react to this? Oh, Squid, thinking it's a teammate, checks his tablet, thinks it might be Zero coming to regroup with him, but it is not. And Benjamin heads up onto this rooftop right as Zero drops down. Again, Onward timing coming into play here. Zero Cool does find the kill there, while Benjamin's still taking a look for more blood. The kid right next to Pluby here with the gun down, comes around the corner, not ready for Pluby in that corner. Now down to just 2 XCOM players against 4 Rioting Raiders. Rioting answering back. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the other 2, see what kind of comms might be coming out. Oh, not enough as the TK comes down. Oh, and the confirm from Squimp way up on that rooftop. A lot of information too, as Squimp is dialed in on that area after that TK. Knew exactly where the last member up. Rioting Raiders with 4 members up take that defensive round pretty commandingly. We're gonna head back to the scoreboard once again to give them their point. Much deserved. Boom. Look at that. So good at this, y'all. All right, and in fact, now that we have a couple rounds in the bag, let's take a look at this scoreboard. Oh, well, that was the wrong button. I know what I'm doing, I promise. Boom. As we come over here and we see Pluby coming in strong over on Rioting Raiders here with that nice 4-1. The rest of the players mostly even across the board. Just some 2s, 1s, a couple of 0s. A little bit of revive action there from Freezer, the field medic. Actually, do we even count that? Because that was from the team down. So do we actually count that revive? I sure wouldn't. Here we go. The well-known beep of the next round. Coming in at round number 3.
Any mags, any mags.
I got you. I got you. My hand's gone.
Trading a 30 round for a 30 round.
I'm gonna push.
What are you doing with my back?
Everybody's guns seem to be invisible in that
Nice, Ben.
view. Interesting.
Bubby and Slim.
We're gonna go under. We're gonna flash and smoke.
This little buggy bug. I mean, no bugs. Everything's a feature.
Yep.
Sea Draft features his way up across this boat aggressively into the corner. Will XCOM be set up quick enough? They are, but this is going to give Sea Draft a lot of information. He definitely heard Durg hop into that corner. Durg may have heard that tablet grab as well. Go ahead and take a look at the defense here. A nice little box essentially shutting down this whole open area. You see all those crossing lines. Nobody is getting out there without some smokes. We've got Benjamin and Pluby going through the tunnels, though. Do they have coverage for that? Looks like Zero Cool is actually opting for a very late angle, so he is not watching the door out, but he is watching the door that they have to go into. As I say that, though, he is going to rotate closer to the objective. An interesting choice. I think he was in a good position to hold that. All these lasers just flying by each other. It looks like Sea Draft is going to be the tip of the spear here on this assault. A little bit of distraction here as the action takes place down at the bottom, but Freezer is going to find the pick. And now Operation Durg is going to go and ensure he has no friends up there. Freezer might find himself caught out here by Squimp. Just narrowly escaping death. Will he get the call out?
I'm getting shot from your side there, Squid.
Does get the call out. Not an exact position, but a generic direction. Cool. Oh, that is incorrect. There are 3 downstairs. Pluby goes for the flashbang. A nice flash and swing. Pluby now aggressing the defense here on the objective. Is he going to wait for backup, though, to press further? He's not. He's going to find Squid in a nice strafe and now take rooftop control for the high ground. Operation Durg with the crash finds Splimpy as Pluby finds Freezer up on the top. It is now a solid 2v2. We're going to get into operations point of view here on the objective with Wicked. Pluby having the high ground. They're going to have to be very careful to not find themselves caught out. They have to assume without their teammate up there that they must have rooftop control. Wicked hearing all of these footsteps. Operation Durg. Oh, wow. A nice simultaneous win or kill for the win. And I must comment, one of them rocking the suppressed P90. Mad respect for the P90. As we go back to the scoreboard and give Rioting Raiders that much deserved second point. Can I give them 2 points just for bringing the P90? Can I am I allowed to? No, I can't do that. Dang it. Well, you get an extra point from me, Benjamin. From my heart, in spirit, I give you an extra point. As we await round number 4 here. Once again, while we have a second, we'll check out the scoreboard. Again, I do this for 2 purposes. One, so everybody can see how amazing of a job Pluby is doing, 8-1. But also, it helps me remember to take down the overlay. But we won't tell anybody that. So anyways, looking once again, we have a continuing to have a pretty even spread. Other than, yeah, our MVP going on for map 1 here. As we hear the beeps preparing us for the much anticipated round number 4.
Under the red ramp.
One person's going on the red ramp. Can you defend in middle? Bottom C.
Red ramp. The Mike Sky.
Yep. I'm gonna go on the cover, so it's gonna go under on.
Take a look here. The full force of XCOM going the north side, one heading towards the middle building. Looks like it's going to be Zero Cool getting some early action against Pluby. Pluby ready for it, though.
In the middle. He's in the middle.
Finds the down and the confirm. We're going to go now to C-Draft, who's going to have an onslaught above him. Freezer finding Benjamin. Answering that kill. Now 4v4. As Wicked just rushes out into 2 lines of fire. C-Draft effectively getting the kill. We are now down to 3 XCOM up on the ship. Lots of utility being thrown over. Squid over the rails, trying to find Pluby. Can't quite do it. Freezer gonna try and get some pick on the action here, but gets taken down by Slimphy. Apologies for the botched camera work for that moment. As we go into a 1v4, one of the XCOM guys dropping over there from the east. I wonder if Squid realizes he's alone because of that drop. Finds Pluby's head. Nice shot with the MK16 and a glitched mag.
I got one on me, ship side, close, floor.
Quit talking to nobody, but a C4 from Slimpy over the edge of the boat. Wow. Can I save that replay? Can we get some replay action going on here? How do we do that? How do we do that? Boom. I figured it out, folks. As the C4 comes over and finishes that round. Look at that. We're gonna go ahead and hop back into the scoreboard because your caster forgot to do that. And oh, that's interesting. It negated one of those points. So we're just gonna boom, add 2. Rioting Raiders really setting this up for an upset here. The underdogs, the new team, coming in and showing those XCOM boys that this is going to be a tougher fight than they expected. The connoisseurs out there might be sweating a little bit. Might be sweating a little bit. Gonna go ahead and hop back into the gameplay again to ensure that we don't leave this overlay up. That is the goal here tonight, in case y'all haven't discovered this. The goal here is to not leave open the overlay a single round. Not one round is this overlay going to be left up here. I'm going to prove that despite having a year off of casting, I can still remember this. So looking at scoreboard once again here, folks, so you can all relish in the numbers. Once again, we do have action going on all 3 channels. Again, all 3 VRML channels here. VRML 1 and VRML 3 all on Twitch. Be sure you are checking out all of this grade A entertainment for those of you here now. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it.
The objective.
You're gonna try to do it? Okay.
VRML also appreciates it.
Like around 6:30, guys.
Whenever you say that, it just reminds me of like spare change.
656,
Hey,
Spare
smoke
change.
launcher, can you smoke the OBJ with that?
Sorry, I know
It's
you're all kind of.
Same time. Yeah.
56,
It's slim.
On, by the way. So, it might be.
Oh, here we go. I remember buttons, guys. We have a very aggressive play over here in the center. Squid looking for some early action as I get stuck on the wall. You're gonna hear all of these noises as the suppressive fire comes out on the roof. Squimp finding zero cool, putting out all those shots from the rooftop there. Squid up on the flank. Slimpy gonna be the first victim. Will Pluby also fall down? No, he gets the refrag. A nice reaction as Seadraft and Benjamin have snuck past Operation Derg, but again, from the back, he's gonna find Seadraft. Oh! As a nice trade, Seadraft quickly spinning around, but the C4 is going to down Benjamin. That's going to negate the ability for a refrag. Wicked gets the 2 confirms. Will Pluby find him? He will not. As we bring this to a 2v2 here. Slow down this camera. Don't want to miss anything. As Wicked and Freezer find a last 2-man stand-up position here. It's 2-man stand-up. Last 2-man standing layout over here in this courtyard. They are not going to leave this objective open. Again, this is that satellite dish I brought up earlier that the MARSOC, the blue team, has to get to type in that 7-digit code. Alright, so what's the play here? If MARSOC gets a flashbang up in the air over these walls, that could be crucial. If they nail just the right spot, they could definitely get Freezer, potentially Wicked, if it's angled right. They could also get a smoke right in front of Wicked, and that would effectively cut him off as well. So various utility options here. Obviously, grenade over the walls could be just as effective. But other than that, it's going to be a matter of Pluby and Squimp attacking both sides at the same time. That's going to be key here, the teamwork. Oh, that's unfortunate. Now down to Squimp. Can we just take another look at that? Oh, no, it did not. Save that one. You got lucky this time, sir, Mr. Pluby. I'm very, very slowly sneaking up here. He's got 2.5 minutes. Plenty of time to make this happen. But if he continues to slow peek corners, he's going to expose elbows and knees around these corners. So he cannot slow peek these corners. Otherwise, he will get hit. Just under a minute and a half left. He is looking for Wicked. He may know Wicked's there, or just might be an assumed position, as it is very common. Coming up on the 60-second mark. Riding Raiders definitely on an uphill battle for this round. If they do take this, they will take map 1. But XCOM is not going to make this easy. That was not what I meant to do. I'm good at this, guys, I promise. Squimp is looking for the butt end of Freezer. He's just going to take the right timing here. I don't think he can see Wicked from this angle. Ooh, it would be very tight. But if he picks Wicked, he'll definitely have to deal with Freezer right on the other side. Oh, Wicked just now checking, but doesn't quite see him. Finds the kill. Freezer now looking to find Squimp. And he gets him in the back. Squimp trying to get that code in as quick as possible, but XCOM not letting that happen. We're gonna go ahead and continue to test these buttons now as we look back at the replay. Ooh, didn't save as early as we wanted it to, but that is okay. A little bit of lag there, and as we give XCOM their much deserved point number 2. We're gonna go ahead and now swap sides here. Rioting Raiders now tasked with defending this objective. And again, if they successfully defend this objective, they will take map 1. However, if XCOM get the cap here, that we say the cap, that is sending the uplink or capturing the objective. If XCOM manage to do so, they will get the 2 points. We are playing to 4 points. And they will take map number 1. Rioting Raiders looking to upset these connoisseurs and, again, prove the underdog meta theory. Is that what we're going to call it? We're going to call it that. The underdog theory. Rioting Raiders, the newbie team against XCOM, the can we call them veterans? How many seasons does it take to how many seasons do y'all think it takes to justify being called a veteran in this game? I'll let y'all decide that. Because again, we are on season 14 here. Whoop, that's not the right button. We are on... Oh, whoops. We're on season 14 here, folks. How many seasons does it take to be considered a veteran? Shots coming out, not finding their mark. XCOM once again going for a very heavy ship push. Zero Pool still on the back there. Operation Dirk almost getting caught out in the same corner by Sea Draft once again. Squimp finding Zero up on the roof. If Rioting Raiders are paying attention, they will recognize that this is the exact same play as last time. Even Benjamin coming in for the flank. Once again, the same play. Wicked gonna be ready for this, though. He's looking for him. Pretty sure he heard the movement. But he's gonna break off here. We're gonna snap back to the action over on this side of the fence. Shots from Squimp over on the roof. Gonna find Operation Durg. A Sea Draft up here is gonna look for the kill. That revive likely going to come out onto Zero unless Squimp manages to stop that with this G36C holographic across the map. Very impressive. Revive is going to be successful here As this brings it up to a 4v5. I wonder if Rioting Raiders will now have a bad kill count. Shots looking for C draft.
Alright, I'm out.
If any of y'all are into Rocket League, I keep wanting to say C Bass instead of C Draft. And Benjamin Beast with the successful flank finds Freezer. Now gonna find Wicked, the suppressed AK-12. Now down to Squid over here in the corner, and Zero Cool down in the back shuts down Benjamin's streak, bringing this to a 2v4. XCOM not looking good here as we roll in on round number 6, map 1. And Slimfy with a nice swing manages to find an unsuspecting Freezer.
Okay, I hear you.
Bro, I left my top.
Limphy making sure his teammates know that he too is a teammate. Does not want to get TK'd like we saw earlier on XCOM. Apologies for this back and forth camera work. I have ADHD. It's showing through. We're gonna pop onto Zero Cool and see how he decides to take this as we again test the replay button. Oh, nice shots with that M16 onto Squim. Bring this to a 1v3 with 2 minutes left on the clock. Clock? Is that what we're going with? Quack. With 2 minutes left on the clock. All Rioting Raiders have to do is chill. That's it. Not riot. They don't need to riot. They just need to chill. Hang out. Watch the objective. The pressure is on Zero Cool now. Again, to hang on to map number 1. The pressure's on him. If Rioting Raiders just run the timeout, 90 seconds left, they will take map number 1. Leading the upset. Zero Cool just checking all of his bases. We know Rioting Raiders like their low flanks, so Zero's ready for it. Again, 60 seconds left. He really doesn't have time to be checking this side of the map. He really needs to start getting these picks. He knows where C draft is, so that's going to be his first check. He really doesn't want to expose to that. Finds Pluby getting peeky, bringing this to a 1v2 with 30 seconds left, but C draft is able to make that refrag here. As Rioting Raiders take map number 1. Wow. What a start. Again, we have the vast majority favoring XCOM for the win here. And for good reason. Again, the veteran team coming out. Or, again, maybe veteran. I haven't found y'all's answers yet to see if we should consider them veterans or not. I would say so, but maybe the community disagrees. Seems I have crashed from the lobby, so give me a few minutes to sort that out. I mean, I didn't crash. I left it. I left it on purpose. There's no issues with this game. This game is perfect in every way. Yeah. Stand by, folks. Again, we do have action going on Onward VRML 1 and 3 as well, so don't be afraid to hop on over to those casts being run by Cynthia over on 3 and Jamie on 1. Apologies, folks. Stand by as I make my way back over here. And as you may hear from the music, Voodoo was correct. We are
Joker's here.
moving over to Bazaar. Go ahead and throw that onto map number 2. Bazaar, an interesting choice coming out from... Hold on as I get these team names up. Interesting choice coming out from Excommunicado. And Rioting Raiders. Bam. Bazaar being my favorite map in Onward, always has been. I just love the variety it brings. I just love it. There's so many different ways to play it, despite it being a relatively level map. There's so many different tactics behind it. As I get some cameras set up, that's right, folks. We are going to test out how well can Joker use cameras once again. As we hop into the gameplay, it doesn't look like there have been any subs. We have the same rosters on both teams. Once again, we are testing the cameras. Look at that. Bam! We snap right over here. We're gonna use a little bit of a different angle though. Well, maybe right here. Sees more of the courtyard. Yeah. If we get any last minute action here on the courtyard, I can just boom. And there you have it, folks. Like a master caster. Can we trademark that? We should trademark that. Master caster. I used to have a whole system of how I would place cameras, and I've completely forgotten it. I would have like 4 cameras like pre-set up for certain things, and I literally don't remember them. We're thriving around here, folks, as we go into round number 1. Did we get rid of the overlay? We did.
No, we need, shit, alright.
Over there.
Okay, so you stay there. Do you hear any footsteps? Call in all of them.
Oops, not what I wanted to do. The shot's coming out here just in time to catch Squid getting a nice pick over on the far end of the street.
Where?
He's across the street by tank.
We're gonna throw onto Squimp here, who's gonna look for the kills. On mid-street, finds Wicked, gonna swing onto the Humvee. Manages to find Freezer as I get caught on this shed here. What a master caster, missing the good angles on the kills as Squid brings down Squimp, ending that killing spree. Operator finding Slimpy right before I teleport over here. Now into a 2v3. The numbers on XCOM side. Again, this is their map pick. As we are into the 2-man defense, the smoke cap coming out. But Fluby finds him in the smoke. Zero Cool looking for the refrag, can't quite find it. Squid also taking some shots, but C-Draft out in the corner finds Zero Cool. Now Squid looking for Pluby on the swing through the windows. As the caster tries to find a good angle. The flare gun gonna come in clutch and find no kills. Not sure what the purpose of that was. Oh, shots coming down onto Pluby. And now bringing this to a 1v1. We're gonna hop onto C-Draft here. Let's see how he holds this. Oh, he looks away at just the last moment. Putting shots down, and Squid pushing out in front of the barrage of fire. Manages to get the final kill. Squid almost acing there. What a first round. XCOM coming in swinging into map number 2. Can we do that? Yeah, there we go. Bam. We're just gonna bam. A well-deserved point there. As far as bans go, I saw some discussion going on there. Again, both teams have banned 2 maps. We just do not have the assets set up here in the production desk to accommodate for both bans, but they do have 2 bans each. The 2 bans are Arctic and Subway. On the side of Riding Raiders, they have banned Arctic and Subway. On the side of XCOM, we have Snow Peak and Downfall. We're gonna hop back into the gameplay so we don't forget in the middle of that thought.
Oh no, it only works one way.
Drums, 100 drums. I want you to
Love to see that. Love to see that. The drum trades coming out.
Whoever's flanking this way, I'm gonna pop some.
They have a resident drum dealer. Love that.
4179.
Wait till I pop the smokes. You'll have some cover. Save your stuff. Good. Go.
Plenty of smoke to get the crosses out. Nobody's watching that cross, though, so kind of a waste of smoke, but they don't know that. We're going to hop over to Squid here.
Blue room.
More smoke. Just a little tease if anybody was there. Not going to find the kill, though. Squid has a nice angle for anybody crossing the tank. However, Benjamin might be clued into his position. There's no way for him to get Squid, though, without swinging out unless Squid gets peeky here. Squid now looking the other way. May give Slimpy and C-Draft a chance to get across, though. This may be the distraction the East Push needs.
Corner. 2 of them. Copy. Stay tight. Let them cross.
Communication coming out, and Benjamin finds Squid
They know
with a nice little headshot. Again, Squid getting a little too peeky, letting himself get caught out. That allows C-Draft and Slimpy to make this cross. Lots of domino effects here. Operation Dirk finding Benjamin, a nice little refrag. We're now going to zoom, apologies, over here to Squimp, who's gonna need to take down Zero. Oh, he's gonna cross right in front of Wicked, though. XCOM with some nice crossing angles. Freezer prone down here. Gonna find one in the corridor as he does yoga inside of this little shack. Now up to Pluby making his approach. In a 2v3. Wow, that door is there. Limpy finding Freezer with a nice grenade. Look at that camera work. Bam, Wicked finding the ninja kill down onto Pluby. Nice little drop and pop there. Now down to Slimpy.
Yes, refrigerator room.
Oh, Wicked thinking there's another player on him. No good kill count anymore. And a half minutes. Zero Cool's got to be running low on ammo now. Whoops. Oh. This will be a tight squeeze if he decides to make that approach. Oh. Wow.
Let's go.
Just barely finds the kill over that uplink dish. And Mastercaster would put up predictions if Mastercaster knew how. I've never ran predictions, so you can go bug the other mods in the chat to do that as I do my job and throw up a point towards XCOM as they successfully defended that objective. And we now move to a whole new objective over here by the tank. I still want to call this a new objective, even though it's been around for like 3 or 4 seasons. It's not an OG one, so I keep wanting to say, and here we have the new objective over by the tank. No, it's not new anymore. As we hop into the gameplay once again, the goal here, leave no overlay left up. Once again, action going on all over the place here on Twitch, both VRML 1 and VRML 3. And here we go, hopping into the next round.
The smoke covering blue room.
Hey,
Yeah,
easy code, easy code, easy code.
Easy code.
Let's go, let's go.
Patience.
Yeah, don't bum rush like an
Call it out
idiot.
whenever I need to push it.
Don't bum rush like an idiot. Wish I could tell everybody that in pubs. Wow, squid. A nice kill onto C-Trap.
One cross.
Very early squid.
Echo 3.
Finding Slimpy as well. And Wicked finding
One down,
Pluby.
Echo 3.
Oh my goodness, I'm like 3 steps behind all the action here, folks. As we are quickly down to a 5v2. Squimp way off of objective.
Go back now. There's
actually nobody on objective. They have killed off everybody near objective. This is a free cap. As Freezer hops into the smoke and is going to find the code here. They have 3, almost 4, almost 5 on the objective. Rioting Raiders just got slaughtered, and your caster was nowhere near to catch it. Master caster. As we give the XCOM team their much, much deserved +2 points. A very fast answer back from Shipyard. As we go to everybody's favorite, a round 3 decider, or a map 3 decider. Currently waiting on... Oh, we are switching lobbies here. Let's go ahead and head on out and see what we got. Here we go, hopping into the next round. For those of you who recognize the music, if you can hear it, we're going to a great map. Over here, one with lots and lots of variety. In fact, the most variety of any map. We're going to Quarantine with, last I counted, 13? 12 or 13 objectives? Last count. A lot. There are a lot of objectives. So this is one of the hardest maps to specifically plan for, as there's just so many options. Go ahead and get rid of that overlay once again and give everybody a nice little look at Quarantine as I run into this building. A medium large map, but with mostly medium short angles. There are a few spots where you can get the long sights, like the 3-story building there, skeleton building in the corner, the wing/impact roof, and then the 2 rooftops over here can give you some nice long angles. But most interactions will happen medium and close. And then of course you've got the pre-shots people like to take over along the roads. But there's just so much cover. So while we wait for this to unfold, we can go ahead and count objectives, because now I'm curious. So we've got one in the far east here, one in that platform. Again, a newer objective that's no longer really new. So that's 2 right there. We've got one by this white car, 3, one by hospital, 4, one in the tank yard. I did not hear the beeps, but we are going into the round. We are on 5, 6 in the far north. We'll go ahead and continue counting after this round. Gonna look at the map. They could get a very early line here. We're gonna rush over to Benjamin to see if he finds anybody, but he's not Zero Cool looking for the shots down onto money trucks. Quick Spawn does get called out. Zero Cool does get tagged, has to heal up. Zero Cool finds Slimpy under the truck. Now looking for C draft as well. Really not see. There it is.
Echo 3 or Echo 2? I don't have a clean call. I know I killed the lead.
Oh, and Squid finding Benjamin sneaking around the container. Quickly down to a 2v5. Shots from Pluby do land on Operation Durg.
Nope, still 25.
Lots of shots back and forth. And Pluby finds another freezer, helping to even things out to a 2v3. Everybody just peeking on Pluby. Again, the defense does not have to peek. They do not have to get these kills. They can just hide. They do not need to be peeking like this.
Still one alive at motel. The LG. It's like the 2-story across the catwalk from OBJ building.
Three and a half minutes left. Pluby and Squimp looking to regroup with each other. Apologies for the quick zoom in. I had to double check the name there.
Keep going, keep going.
Your caster forgets that quick actions can sometimes be annoying to the viewers with its ADHD and all.
On your 6.
Hashtag Mastercaster as we rush over here to Squimp like an ant on the hill. Looking for more picks. This was probably a good move to rotate this far, as most of the picks from Pluby have come from the north. XCOM may not expect such a far rotation. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the map here. Yeah, they are all facing north. They're all focused north, waiting for somebody to rotate that way. But it looks like Zero Cool might have clued into the fact that the south may need to be watched. The offense does have eyes on the objective now. They can see it. They're gonna have to get across Zero Cool and worry about Wicked. Wicked at any moment could opt to swing around that corner. Have a nice approach here. Wicked has to hear this movement pretty quick. Yep, here it comes. Flashbang. We're just gonna sit back and watch the action. Pluby might run right into that C4 that Wicked has set up. A very smart play. Oh, Squid making the approach.
One down, one down, one down. Echo 1, Echo 1. I got it. Another one around the tank courtyard somewhere. Yeah, he's dead now. I'm over here in front of the tank.
Oh, a nice peek. Pluby finding one. Here's Squid behind him. Finds two. Into the 1v1. Pokes out. Oh, if he gets under, he might get the cap here. Zero Cool has to crash. If Pluby's quick enough, he will get the code in. Oh, and the quick comes out. What? Wow. Rioting Raiders answer back here on map number 3 with a cap in round number 1. Wow. Let's go ahead and give them those 2 points. What a nice clutch coming out from Pluby. Almost getting his very own ace. If Pluby had killed Zero right at the end, that would have been an ace and a cap. Just saying. If he had opted to shoot Zero after the cap, it would have been a cap and an ace. Missed opportunity. As we hop back into the gameplay once again, don't want to miss on that overlay. Here we go. Much anticipated beeps telling us that we are hopping into the next round. Ooh. What do we do? There we go. Hashtag Mastercaster strikes again. We got another quick spawn. Man, these Onward shadows really mess with me. M203 comes out.
-1.
Slimpy finding one on the money trucks. The same exact position as we saw in the previous defense. Finds the first down.
That's AC roof.
That is not AC roof, but very close. Gotta wonder, is XCOM gonna go for the quick cap here? Up on the little stairs. As shots ring out in all directions. Plenty of smoke here to cover these crosses. Freezer goes for it, but Slimfly has rotated to protect that. Zero Cool finding Benjamin over there on the rooftop. Seadraft also getting aggressive. Might find Squid. No, Squid gonna expose himself to Slimpy and Pluby. Out in the open here, down to just 2 XCOM. Operation Durg finding Pluby, now making a run towards the objective. Slimpy managing to find Zero Cool. Oh, in the trade. Going to finish off this round. As we check this out. We're gonna go ahead and give them their well-deserved point. Wow. Would you look at that? 7-6, Rioting Raiders looking to take map number 3 from XCOM. They are answering back hard on their map pick. They want vengeance for Bazaar. As we get rid of this pesky overlay and head back or head over to our new objective. Oh, we were going to continue counting. So we had 6 Up in the north, 1 in Impact, that makes 7. 1 in the center building here, that makes 8. 1 by this garage, that makes 9. 1 in the far west, that makes 10. 1 in this next to this wing, that makes 11. 11. Did I miss one? Or is it only 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 10, 11. Looks like there are only 11. I overestimated, but we are focused on this objective now as we head into round number 3 because we had a cap.
Let's go, let's go.
The center objective. Also, the famous objective, or the objective made famous by the mono cap against dark matter. Wicked in a nice little tucked in area, but we're gonna have to watch Zero Cool, as I believe he will be the first one to come into contact. Maybe one of these long angles, actually, because it looks like Rioting. Nope, it is gonna be Zero. Coming up close with Slimpy, Squimp, and Benjamin.
Crash building.
We're gonna drop a camera here, and hopefully Mastercaster remembers it's there as Operation Dirk finds Squimp from the edge here.
Another one.
Minus
Freezer
another-
finds Sea Draft. Good lord. Benjamin finding Wicked from the long angle in front of the ambulance.
How the fuck
We'll
did...
trade.
Alright, got him down.
We are down to just Pluby in a 1v1. Lots of trades coming out. There is no good kill count. Four and a half minutes left. Pluby looking to take it for Rioting Raiders. Again, this is, they just need the 1 point and they will take map 3 and the series. All in the hands of Pluby. Squid looking to keep his team in the game as he holds this objective for the next potentially 3.5 minutes. Pluby coming out as the MVP in Rioting Raiders, at least in map 1, and doing a great job here on map number 3. This is the guy that Rioting Raiders want last up in this scenario. Will Zero Cool make the call out?
All right. Well, we'll see.
Oh, Pluby narrowly saving his forehead, now looking for the return shots, and he finds him onto Squid to finish off map number 3 and therefore the series. Wow, what match as we hop onto this replay here. Take a look. Narrowly saves his own helmet and then gets the shots back across. Rioting Raiders, the underdogs, come out on top 8-6. Way to go. XCOM taking a bit of an upset here. The veteran team couldn't quite take it home. They had it on Bazaar. Shipyard, they were neck and neck. The rounds were tight. They were close. Bazaar, they came back in strong. Quarantine, they just couldn't find the traction they needed. They couldn't get the picks that they needed, and they couldn't get the crosses that they needed. Rioting Raiders just showing that despite them being new, they've practiced, they're here, and they are here to play. Great job. Wow. Apologies for some of the lackluster camera work there. Again, first time back in a while, but that is no excuse. Here in VRML, we demand the utmost entertainment value. So, from now on, we will present that to y'all. And TheSkyJoker will be reprimanded accordingly. Don't you worry. He will learn his lesson and he will come back next time. 10 times better. But with that, we are concluded here on VRML 2. I want to thank everybody for joining me and just hanging out here. We did have some amazing plays here, and I had a wonderful time getting back in front of this. Apologies, had a weird little mic hitch there. Hashtag Mastercaster. Anyways, I did have a great time getting back here in front of all of y'all and showing you some amazing Onward action, but unfortunately, this is the end for me tonight. Maybe there's still some action going on VRML 1 and 3, so be sure to hop on over and take a look at what's going on over there. Thanks again, and can't wait to catch y'all next time. How do I end this? Hello? Help? Yeah. Can you roll credits? Credit. Roll the